All right, we're getting started. Mind the hair. All right, look where we're at right now. I'll probably come back in this video, but look, we had a buzz cut like 4 months ago. We're focusing on growing our hair out. Look at the back of this shit. Crazy, it's getting long. But it's been a couple of weeks, right? Before I made a couple videos. I think this is video number 5. And I basically put like the last 3 videos. I might make one more in this series. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I feel like this is going to be one of the best videos in the series to help you beginner traders learn and grow over time, right? Again, all this information that I am sharing with you guys and girls is based off of what I've learned through my past 6 years of trading and the past 3 years of trading futures. This is all the stuff that I've taken from my notes and just put into this slideshow for you guys, and I explained it in all my videos. This is all the stuff I've learned from, all the mistakes I've made, and just everything I've overcome in trading. I'm trying to put this into these slideshows for you guys and girls so you guys can understand what your trading journey is going to be like. Again, this beginner series is mainly focused on how you can get started, how you can develop a system, what you should do, finding a strategy, finding someone you should watch on social media, all that stuff, right? This isn't about going over a strategy yet and what you need to do. That's why I created the Master Blueprint 2.0. You can go back and watch that, and I'll probably make a new one in the future the bigger we grow on social media, because again, the more I post on social media, the more I trade, the more experience I get in the markets, the better of a trader I'm going to become, a better teacher I'm going to become. And again, I'm just showing the real truth and the real transparency of my journey and trying to help you guys as much as possible, because again, if you're starting out and you're just watching these videos, let's just be honest. I have more experience than you in the markets, and it's good to listen to somebody with more experience. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying I know more than you. As of now, I have more experience in the markets, and it could just help you speed run your process up a little bit instead of just being stuck in one position and just keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again, watching multiple people and just being confused in your journey. So again, these videos are here to help you guys speed run your process a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to make you profitable overnight, because that's not possible. But again, I think these videos are very helpful for the people who are just starting out in trading, don't know what to do, and are just trying to develop a system and get led in the right direction based off of somebody who's just trying to show the truth of their journey and just help other people grow and help show people the real reality of trading and how amazing this skill can be once you start to master it over time. So again, let's dive into this video. This video is going to be going over how to build a day trading routine for complete beginners, and I really think this is one of the best slideshows I've made so far. So again, let's jump right into it. All right, let's go. Okay, as you can see, how to build a day trading how to build a day trading routine for beginners. I'm sorry, I had an aneurysm there. Okay, all right. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing I want to start off with is a reality check. Are you actually interested in trading? And again, my whole point of this whole entire series, the whole thing on social media, me as a trader on social media and the Discord and everything, is just to show the truth, show the real reality. I'm not going to baby you and hold your hand and tell you everything is going to be okay. I'm showing you guys and girls the real truth and the real reality trading. If you don't want to hear that, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be hard on anybody. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be someone that just thinks they know everything. Again, I'm just giving it to you straightforward, and I'm just being honest at the end of the day. I'd rather someone be honest with me and show the real reality of this shit instead of just saying, all right, this is going to be easy. You're going to be able to do that. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Anything hard in life that most people aren't successful in is going to be difficult, and that's for a reason. Because most people don't want to actually put in the work. Most people actually don't want to dedicate everything to it. Most people don't want to actually sacrifice things to actually make their dream become possible, right? They just think that if you put in a couple months or even a year or two of work, it's just going to magically happen overnight. You got to put in the work, you got to put in the effort, you got to study endlessly, and you got to go through the painful days where you want to quit every single day and you don't understand if it's going to work or not. A reality check, and are you actually interested in trading? So the number one thing I have is, if you think you want to trade, I want you to commit 1 full year to learning. During that year, take it seriously, study, practice, and track your progress. Get a notebook, write it down, and just freaking start. Dedicate 1 year. You're not going to waste 1 year. Worst thing that happens at the end of the day is you figure out you don't want to try trading. Dedicate 1 full year to just studying and trying to learn the craft. Not how much money I can make. What can I do with this? What can I do with that? No. It's start and learn. That's it. Just start and dive into trading. And for the first year, just commit to studying and learning and figuring out what the markets are about and figuring out what your goal is going to be as a trader. Number 2, after 12 months, ask yourself, do I want to dedicate everything to this? And this is the biggest question you have to ask yourself. And the reason why I say this, I traded for 6 years, right? I started off, I was wrestling in college. You guys already know the story. And that was just the holy grail, apparently, to my family, to coaches. It was just, again, that was their dream for me to do because I was talented at it. I knew I wanted to become a trader, and I had to make the biggest decision of my life, quit a D1 sport, lose a scholarship, everything, and just totally go in a different direction, start something up where I can't even prove myself yet, and start building, right? You really have to ask yourself, are you going to dedicate everything to this? I'm not saying quit your job, quit your life, do this and that. I had to end up getting a normal job. I was working at a zoo to save up money to trade, and it's just like, do you really want to dedicate everything to trading? And if you do, after a year of studying this stuff, then I recommend you to do it. Again, it's going to be hard. It's going to be freaking, you're going to want to quit many times, even when you think you're about to get there. People aren't going to believe in you. Your family's not going to believe in you. Friends aren't going to believe in you. Teachers aren't going to believe in you. Coaches aren't going to believe in you. Most people are going to think you're an idiot because, again, most people don't succeed in this. I've literally been told to my face that most people don't even succeed in this. You're not going to know what you're doing. I think you're making the biggest mistake of your life. And I think it was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life because I literally love trading. I hate when people say they hate trading. It's stressful. It's this, it's that. Yeah, because it's hard. But again, I wake up every morning now. When I used to wrestle, I used to wake up and hate my life every single day. I was just doing something other people wanted me to do. Again, it's a great sport, but I didn't like it personally. That's it. That's the end of that discussion. I didn't like it personally. It's a great sport. I think you can learn a lot. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to be tough. But again, I didn't want to do it the rest of my life. I wanted to be a trader. I don't know why. I don't know if it's God's thing that's written for me. Like God wrote it in my story. Like I don't know. There were signs that I wanted to be a trader. I pursued my dream. I would think about it every day, and I dedicated everything to this craft, made the decision, and a lot of people hated me for a long time. My family never believed in me. A lot of people don't believe in me still. And again, I'm starting to make progress after losing money and losing money and losing money. And it's just like, again, people are going to doubt you. People are going to think you're an idiot. It's just part of trading. Again, trading has become this huge thing on social media now where everybody thinks they can do it. But let's be honest, 90% of these people are not going to make it in trading because they can't dedicate everything to it. They actually don't put in the work. They aren't disciplined. They aren't consistent. And they can't stick to being patient and slow growth over time. That's just my honest opinion about it. After you studied for a full year, ask yourself the question, am I going to dedicate everything to trading? Everything in my life is going to evolve around trading. I'm going to get a job that has a different time so I could trade during this time. Like with me, when I worked at a zoo, I thank the person I was working for. I thanked them because, again, I could work my hours around trading, right? I'd wake up, trade, work all afternoon till night, go to the gym, study till 3 in the morning, go to bed, get barely any sleep. Did that for a year and a half straight. It was the worst time of my life, but I thank myself so much. A year and a half or 2 years, how long it's been down the line, because again, if I didn't do that, trading probably wouldn't be possible. But again, it was the worst time of my life. I woke up every day just not wanting to be there, and I'll be honest with you. But again, I knew that I was dedicating everything to trading, and I knew I was following my dream. I think it's paying off over time, and I'm happy I did it, because again, it was the roughest time of my life. I wanted to keep going through it. I really love trading. I really think it's possible. When you are a trader, you can see how possible it is. You'll see people on social media saying it's the stupidest thing ever. It's the least amount of way you can make money, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But they just say that because they couldn't figure it out. They never seen the real reality of trading. They never put in the real amount of time to figure out how trading can actually work over a long period. They just try it out for a year or 2 years and they keep failing, and they just blame everybody else, and they blame trading, and they just say, all right, this thing is the stupidest thing ever. You're not going to make money. You just lose more money. But in reality, that's how you fucking become a better trader. You have to lose money first to become a better trader and go through those hard times. And that's why I feel like 90% of people fail, because they quit in that one part where they keep failing and losing money, and they just get mentally drained. And again, I've been there. I've quit many times, but I would always end up coming back because I love it so much and trying again and trying again and trying again. And now we're starting to slowly build consistency over time. So again, let's go to number 3 because I'll talk about this all day. Trading is not easy. It's a long road, but if you love it, it's worth it. Hold on, I'm sweating. I gotta roll up the sleeves. If you love trading, especially after committing to a year of it and just losing money and you still love it, just keep chasing your dreams, keep chasing your goals. I really think trading is one of the best things in the world. It gives you freedom, literally not have to work for anybody. Nobody tells you what to do. Your mistakes are on you. You get to show up every day if you want to. Everything is based off of you. So again, the only person you can blame in trading is yourself. It's not your boss. It's not your coworkers. It's not this. It's not that. You work for yourself. Nobody tells you what to do. You can travel and trade wherever you want. If you have Wi-Fi, you have the freedom to do whatever you want also. So again, I just think trading is one of the most amazing things because again, you have freedom to work from home, work from at the top of Mount Everest if you have Wi-Fi or cellular connection. It's like, again, you can work from anywhere and have the freedom to do that and be able to travel the world and make as much money as you want. Again, it's up to you at the end of the day. And we're going to go over the money thing in this video, but again, you determine how much money you can make in the future. future. Again, I'm not saying you're going to place a trade and be like, all right, I can make $1 million. No, but over time, you start to determine how much money you actually want to risk and make based off of your system. And it's up to you at the end of the day if you want to slowly grow and compound that money over time. Again, a lot of people can't focus on the slow and steady growth. They just want to make money as quick as possible and just be done with it, right? They actually don't really truly love trading. They don't love trying to become a better trader. And I just think if you're truly not obsessed with wanting to become a better trader and wanting to master the skill and wanting to just get that feeling every day of just becoming a better trader, not how much money I can make. Oh, I lost this much money. And again, you're going to go through that stage where you think like that, but it's like, do you really want to become a better trader? Do you want to master the craft? It's like, again, if you're a football or a basketball player or something like that, you play basketball because you love basketball. Like when I was a wrestler, I would have probably stayed wrestling if I loved wrestling, and that's not a problem. Do what you love in life, chase your dreams, and if you love trading and you truly want to dedicate everything to it, I recommend to chase that dream. But if you're going to half-ass it and just try and do it for the money, I recommend not to do it because you're not going to be able to make it through those hard times where you want to quit and when you're literally don't know what to do and your bank account's literally empty from losing all your money and you have to get a job again to save up more money. Like you're not going to think it's worth it and you're going to think it's a scam like 90% of these other people that end up just quitting because again, they got knocked down 10 times but they can't get back up the 11th. So it's just, I don't know. I could talk all day on this shit. People can make excuses about what trading is and how it's gambling and stuff like that. But like, dude, life's a fucking gamble. We live once. Like anything you do in life is a gamble. Like it's, unless you want to just work a 9-to-5 job and have a steady income, go ahead. Like you know that paycheck's going to be there. But if you're doing anything that's going to make you financially free in life, any really, really successful, really, really rich person, they took a gamble and a risk in life and it ended up working out for them in their favor, right? So again, you could say trading's gambling. It is technically, but I consider life a gamble personally if you're trying to accomplish something that most people can't, right? Because most people, if it's something that's like 90% of people or freaking 95% of people can't succeed in, like being a billionaire, it's like 0.00 whatever the percentages of people even being a billionaire. It's like people just look at that and they're like, all right, I'm done. I don't even want to chase it. But it's like there's still a chance. It might be very fucking low, but other people do it. Why can't you if you actually dedicate your life to it? What's the worst thing that happens? You die? Like you're gonna die anyway. Like at least you chased your dream. Like that's just my mindset, in my opinion. I just couldn't die an old man thinking like if I never chased trading, if I never actually tried to figure out if I could actually do it, I wouldn't be able to die a happy man. And that's just me personally. Because again, I just love trading so much. I could talk about it all day. And when I actually talk to people about it, you could really tell if they're into it or not. But again, let's just go to the next slide. All right, so set realistic expectations. Number one, you will lose money in the beginning. Losses are part of the learning curve. It's not a sign you're failing. You're gonna lose money. I recommend you start off on demo for your first year or something like that. Prove you can be profitable on demo because again, once you start going into live trading funds, again, just because you're trading on demo doesn't mean you're gonna be profitable when you start doing real money, right? A whole different emotion gets involved when real money starts coming in, and that's just part of being human. When you trade on demo like this, it shows you how to build a system. It shows you how to stick to a strategy. It shows you how to be disciplined. If you could do that on demo, you'll start to develop a system over time with real money. You'll learn the basics. You'll learn how the markets move. You'll learn how to get experience on demo. I recommend doing that for a long period of time before you dive into the market so you don't just keep losing money and give up on trading right away before you can see your full potential. It may take 6 to 18 months before things click. This doesn't mean be profitable. This doesn't mean you're going to know everything, right? You're never going to know everything in the markets. The markets are going to do whatever they want. Trading skills develop slowly. There is no shortcut. There's no shortcut to this. You people on social media listen to these dumbasses who are telling you can become profitable in 2 weeks. You can become profitable in 2 months. And it's the stupidest shit ever. Anybody could get a payout. Anybody could pass an eval. It's like the dumbest shit, but what you should be focusing on is consistent growth and making this your living. Making money consistently is the hard part. Most people can't do that. 90-95% of people can't do that, is make consistent money over a long period of time and keep doing that. So I think in 6 to 18 months, that's when things start to click and you're like, okay, I can understand what the market might do now. I can understand my strategy. I understand what a fair value gap is or a liquidity sweep or something like that. I feel like it could take 6 to 18 months to learn that stuff. Does that mean you're going to be profitable? No. Like the shit is hard and it's hard for a reason. But again, I think you can start developing a system around trading and actually see that like the potential on what trading can do within 6 to 18 months. But again, that's when the real game starts, when you start to learn your system, learn your strategy, learn what you developed over time, your risk management, your patience, your discipline, all that stuff. And then I truly think it ends up becoming a you versus you battle at the end of the day. So you won't become profitable overnight. Most traders take a year or more to become consistent. Me personally, I've been trading for 6 years. Again, I've traded the futures market for 3 years now, and I'm not even consistently profitable yet. I will be honest with that. Like, again, I show the truth of my journey. But over over the past year, I've grown so much all of a sudden. Like when you start to grow, it happens. Within the 4 months or 5 months that I've had these most recent accounts, I've built up to 20 accounts. I've had many accounts before last year, and I've had accounts before that the year before. Again, anybody could pass evals, anybody could get a payout if they rush the process and gamble. That's not the hard part. The hard part is being consistent and sticking to your rules every day, being patient, waiting for your system, and following your system every single day and showing up and just sticking to that. And that's when you start to see things compound over time. Literally in the past 4 months, I've made $20,000 on my accounts, and I've built up from 3 accounts to 20 accounts, and now we're slowly still growing those accounts. And my goal is to continue growing those over time, and I'll prove that on social media in the future. Again, we have these videos of me saying it. I'm going to consistently keep growing. I'm going to consistently show the truth, my transparency of my journey. And again, there's nothing to hide. Am I the best trader in the world yet? No, but at least I show you guys the truth. I have experience in the markets, and I'm giving you good advice to show you how you can start growing and the right things to do over a long period of time. So your emotions will be your biggest challenge. Fear, greed, hesitation, and FOMO will show up daily. And you're going to notice this the more experience you get as a trader. I literally just said it before. It ends up becoming a you versus you battle. These are the things that are the hardest part of trading is fear, greed, hesitation, and FOMO. I think learning a strategy, it's not easy, but I think it's the easiest thing in trading to learn. But fear, greed, hesitation, and FOMO, and just learning how to control your mind as a human being, that's one of the hardest parts that you're going to have to overcome as a trader. And that's another reason why I think 90% of people fail in trading, because again, they can't control their emotions, they can't be disciplined, they can't be consistent, they can't stick to a consistent long-term game plan, they can't be patient, and again, they can't focus on the long-term slow growth. They just need money now. And I just feel like that's why most people don't succeed. So again, you will want to quit at some point. Almost every trader experiences frustration and doubt. I've almost quit so many times. When I traded Forex and I was wrestling, I traded back. I quit back then before I even started futures because again, I got scammed at one point, lost a lot of money. I thought I was going to be able to drop out of college, be done with wrestling. I was showing my dad. This one kid I went to high school with scammed me. I was supposed to make like 80 grand from the kid. I didn't even know how to trade yet, but he was supposed to make the money. And I was just trying to learn what he was doing, but ended up being a scammer, disappeared, never heard from him again. Thank you for that, by the way. Another thing is I've quit many times before that. When I only used to trade on live accounts. I literally sold my dirt bike once. I made 100-something thousand off Dogecoin and lost most of that money when I started doing live accounts in Forex. Wanted to quit doing that because again, I'd blow live accounts within a couple of weeks or even a month or even a day. Quit then, and then I started to, something happened to me in college. I started trading futures when I got a little bit of time off of college with that situation that happened. And then I started seeing consistency once I started putting a strategy together and started getting better. Made a little bit of money, would blow accounts, would get close to huge payouts, would blow accounts, quit multiple times, beat myself up over failing and stuff like that. I've had many times where I wanted to quit. Many freaking dark days where I wanted to quit. And the reason why I'm still going every single day is literally because of the girlfriend I'm with right now. She literally sees the potential in me, and she's the one that gets me on my feet every time and would push me towards my goal and wouldn't let me give up on it because she sees the amount of work that I put in every single day, every single night, the sleepless nights, the stress, the times I beat myself up. It was just, again, a lot of dark times, and I'm surprised the girl is still with me because, again, I was literally like, it was terrible. Worst time of my life, but again, she'd always pick me back up after a couple days or a couple weeks, and I'd end up just trying it out again, and then I'd get even better, and then everything would tumble down, and then I'd redo it again, and then everything would get even better. I'd get even better the next time, and it was just a repetitive process, and now we're here. So again, thank you to my girlfriend. I love her. I wouldn't be here without her. So again, you're gonna have times where you want to quit in trading. Nobody's gonna believe in you. There's gonna be some dark times, and I'm just gonna be honest with that. Everybody's journey is different, but again, I just want to be honest with you guys. Yeah. Trading's fun. Buckle up. That's all I gotta say. Next thing, number 6, you need screen time, lots of it. Study charts, watch price action, and journaling are mandatory. This is the one thing that I was literally talking to somebody in the gym last night about this. You get these people on social media, and you guys think that trading is just gonna be a strategy, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Trading is not just a strategy. If it was just a strategy, everybody would be able to do this shit. Like, it's not. So again, you gotta get screen time. You gotta get experience in the markets. You got to figure out how the markets move, what they do, how they react, how news events affect the markets. You got to figure out how you react in the markets, what works best for you, what risk works best for you, how much money you should make based off your account, blah, 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 this and that, and go over 100 things. But again, the one example that I use that I've heard online, and I use it all the time when I tell people is if LeBron James, because everybody probably knows LeBron James, or let's say Michael Jordan. Everybody knows Michael Jordan. Let's say Michael Jordan gave you like a freaking 80-hour course of everything he's done to become the best trader. Not to be the best trader. That would be cool. But again, the best basketball player that he was, right? Lays out everything for you, how to train, how to eat, how to sleep, how to shoot the ball, all this shit, how to dunk. You think you guys would watch that for 40 hours or 50 hours or even 100 hours or even a year and think you're going to step on the court and be fucking Michael Jordan? Without putting in the time, without putting in the effort, without training hours and hours and hours, without eating right, without taking care of your mental, without doing the right things every day, not partying, not drinking, not doing drugs. Like, you think you're just going to step on the court and all of a sudden that his strategy is going to work good for you? Like, it's just mind-blowing to me that some of you guys actually think that. It's the stupidest shit up. Grow up. And I'm not trying to be a dick. Grow up, put in the work, put in the time, put in the effort, and freaking actually try at something if you want to make this work. And that should be to motivate you. Like, it's not just some simple strategy that's going to make you a profitable trader. It's like anything else that's hard in life. You have to put in the time, the dedication, and you have to sacrifice shit. You have to sacrifice and really determine how bad you want to become good at something. And then once you know if you want to do it, you do everything you can to become that person. Whether it's like you're going to come to times where you quit and you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know if it's possible. You're going to question yourself. People are going to doubt you. There's going to be hard times, but you should know that coming into this and say, I'm ready for the storm. Let's go. Let's run through it. Times are going to be hard, but again, am I going to get up at the end of the day? Yes. And that's what's going to build you into the person you need to be over time. You fall down, you take 2 steps forward. You fall back 2 more times, you take 3 steps forward. You just keep getting better and better and better over the days that go, and you'll become the person you want to be. Next slide. Oh wait, no, we got 7. Consistency and routine beats everything else, and that's basically what I was just explaining. Show up every day when you don't even feel like. Show up every day, get 0.5 or 1% better every single day, and I'm telling you, over the years, it'll start compounding if you keep showing up every single day, even on the days you don't want to. Let these college kids and all these kids go party and have fun and get drunk and pop bottles and do all this stupid shit. It's just so dumb. Even kids that make money, they just think it's time to go pop bottles and have fun and go to the strip club. Throw some ones in there because, again, it's just so stupid. Do the right things in life. Have fun once you are successful. And like that even shouldn't be the things you should have fun with. Have fun with the people you love. Have fun at home. Like drive your car or something. I don't know. It's just, what the fuck is popping bottles and getting wasted and not even remember the night do, in my opinion. And people will just still do that and think they're going to become successful in something that they're trying to build, but they'll go out on Friday and Saturday night, get wasted, and think that they're going to come back into the next week and be sharp, when the people who are studying Friday and Saturday night are the ones that are actually going to be the ones that are successful, because again, they're showing up every day, they're missing out on the fun, to chase their dream, to become a profitable trader, to become the best basketball player, to become the best football player, I don't know, something. They're sitting down, they're putting in the work, the time and effort, and they're missing out on the temporary fun to chase their dreams. And when they chase their dreams and it all becomes true and they start making a lot of money and they start becoming financially free, that's when you can go have fun and do whatever you want in life. Again, if you want to live that life, go live that life. Me personally, I don't think that's the way to live, but again, we all have our own opinions on life and everything like that. We're our own people, but again, freaking put in the work and time. All right, stop popping bottles. Let's go. Build a daily study routine. I put this together based off of something that I used to put together when I was just in the hole, right? Again, when I wasn't mentally good and trading wasn't working well for me, this is what I put together. So study to 2 to 3 hours a day. Again, 2 to 3 hours minimum a day I think is good. But again, if you could put in more time, put in more time. If you could put in sleepless nights, put in sleepless nights. If you're a young kid, if you're 16 to 22 to 23 to 25, fucking put in the work. You're young. You can live a little bit without sleep, okay? For just like a year or two, you'll be fine. But again, get sleep. You know what I mean. All right, so understand how the markets move. It's something you can pay attention to when you're studying. Spend time actually watching price action. The more familiar you get with how the markets behave, the easier it becomes to anticipate good setups. You can use FX Replay. You can use TradingView. Use your tools. Learn basic concepts. Master the fundamentals first. They're the foundation of every strategy. If you can understand structure and risk, everything else gets easier, okay? Just learn the basics. Start learning. Stop focusing on the money and learn. Watch educational videos. Find a trader you connect with and binge watch their content with intention. Don't just watch. Actually try to understand why they do and what they do, okay? And this is why I post live sessions every day. This is why I post live trade recaps every day, because I would literally binge watch the person I like who would trade. Again, the person that I learned from and everything. I would binge watch their videos. I would watch them live in the markets and see see what they're doing, how their emotions are, why they're looking for this setup, what they looked for, why they took this trade, why they exited this trade. And again, you people don't want to sit through the patient hour, 2-hour session video because again, you just want to fast forward and see how did he make the money. No, like these videos are posted for a reason. The people who want to put in the work will actually put in the work. They're going to sit there and watch the video and examine how the person is doing everything. That's how you become a better trader. Taking notes and reviewing them. Writing things down forces your brain to remember. Go back through your notes weekly so the information actually sticks. Get a notebook. I've literally posted a video before on one of my vlogs of how many books I've had over the past 3 or 4 or 5 years. And dude, and that's without the Google Docs. Write everything down. Get a bunch of notebooks. Fill them up and keep writing down notes. Even go back a couple years. If I went back from last year's data of me just examining everything and writing shit down, my daily bias, journaling, holy shit. Like you start to notice how much better you get as a trader over time, and it's just actually awesome to see that. So again, get a notebook, write everything down as you're learning, and just have fun. Just fucking learn. Just treat it like school. Like just fucking learn, dude. Just learn. I know you can pick a pencil up and study and learn for school. Why can't you do it towards something you actually love doing for trading example, if you actually love trading? So again, get a fucking notebook, pick it up, get a pen, start studying. Problem solved. All right, practice concepts on TradingView. Use replay mode or a demo account to test that you're learning. The goal is to build muscle memory without risking real money. That's why demo accounts are good. You start to build muscle memory. The longer you trade, the more experience you get in the markets, and you just start to become a better trader over time. Again, it's like with wrestling. Let's use this for an example. I used to have kids come up to me when I was ranked #1 in the country back then in high school. Kids would literally ask me, how are you so good? I don't know, dude. Like they'd be like, what do you think about when you go onto the mat? What are you thinking about? I'm like, dude, I don't think. I literally just perform. I just do it. And I'm like, I started to implement that into my trading. It's like, holy shit, every day I wake up, the consistency that's compounded over time of doing this, it's like muscle memory. You just perform. You just do the things. You don't need to overthink. When you overthink, you perform bad. Just trust your system. Trust what you've learned. Trust what you've practiced and the hours you've put in every single night. And you're just going to perform when that fucking bell rings, when that whistle blows, like when the market opens up, bang, it's time to go. Let's go. We've been here freaking hundreds and hundreds of days and hours and hours and hours of studying this. Let's perform. Let's do this. And once the market's done and you close your broker and you're done trading for the day, then think as much as you want. When time comes, you'll start to get muscle memory from all the stuff you've put in, all the hours you spent studying, all the time you failed. That'll show, and you'll start building muscle memory over time. Consistency is greater than talent. You don't need to be gifted. You just need to show up every day. Consistency builds the discipline that eventually leads to profitability. If people have talent in anything, yes, it's good to have talent. Talent and consistency is that's when people become unstoppable. But again, if you don't have the talent, you can build that talent. And how do you build that talent? By being consistent, excuse me. And when you're being consistent and you're putting in the work, you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, that talent's going to start building its way up. And then people are going to say you're talented. No, I put in the work. You didn't see the sleepless nights, the days I was quitting, the days I was crying because I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do if I made the wrong decision. If my life's just not going to be the way I wanted it to be, and I'm just going to work the rest of my life and just be sad because something didn't get figured out that I wanted to really work. Like again, consistency builds over time. The shit that is hard to do in life, it's consistency, patience, putting in time, putting in effort, and just never quitting. Learning from your mistakes, learning from all the times you failed, and if you keep doing that over a long period of time and stay consistent with it and show up every single day, you will start to become that person you need to be. And I truly believe that anybody can do that, right? But again, most people quit when they're right there. They're right there. And some people just quit after the first failure because again, everything should be easy in life, right? But again, the people who just keep going and going and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, and then boom, all of a sudden, consistency just snowball effects, and all of a sudden, you're just amazing. But again, when you were down studying while everybody was out popping bottles, you're a loser, right? See the difference? All right, let's go. Set up your tools. What are your tools? TradingView, FX Replay, a broker, prop firms on demo accounts, right? Charting, journaling apps. You also have news apps if needed, like Forex Factory, right? Again, use your tools. Learn the basics first. How to place trades, how to set a stop loss and take profit, how to use TradingView, practicing on demo accounts only. If you want to use a broker and stuff like that, you can open up demo accounts. Activate MetaTrader 4 or something like that. Put that on your phone if you want to trade Forex or something. Open up a a demo account with Owanda or something like that. There's ways you can use fake money to practice trading. You don't need to put live funds in right away. Practice. Learn how to do these things first before you even develop a system, develop a strategy, figure out how the markets move, figure out what a candlestick is, and then just start learning and learning and learning new things the more you grow. Find one mentor and strategy. All right, this is an important one, okay? Again, you don't have to watch me on social media if you don't want to. If you like me, hey, how you doing? If you like me, thank you. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. But again, find a good mentor that you like think's a cool person, I guess, or somebody you connect with, or somebody who makes sense to you in a way. Again, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I literally have dyslexia too. I wasn't the best in school, but again, when I literally want to dedicate something, see. Woo! And when I literally want to dedicate myself to something, I think I could be good at anything. And that's just my mindset. Maybe you can say I'm stubborn, you could say this and that. But again, I just think I could be good at anything if I could put the time, put in the effort into it, right? Dyslexia had me struggle a lot in school. But again, I never enjoyed school, okay? When I don't enjoy something, I don't put time into it. I don't focus on it. But when I do enjoy something, I apparently am smart. According to my girlfriend. She could be wrong. Who knows? Find someone you understand and resonate with. Make sure they are transparent, showing real trades, losses, and education, right? I show everything. Find somebody who shows their journey, right? I'm not here to show you how to make money. Again, I guess I kind of am. But I'm here to show you to learn from my mistakes, to show you my journey as I grow over time, to show you how I can become a better trader, to motivate you people out there from seeing step 1 to freaking step 1,000,000 where we want to be in life, right? And that should motivate you to get to where you want to be. So find a mentor that you think is a good person to listen to, someone you understand, someone you can resonate with, and again, stick with that person. Watch them only. Don't watch a million other people and try and do 10 different other strategies, which we're about to go over. Stick to their strategy that actually works, because again, you can see that they're transparent with their trading. You can see that they're showing profits, losses, break evens, and all that stuff. You can see they're more consistent over time. Stick to that, and that'll help speedrun your process, okay? Stick to one strategy. Don't chase multiple styles. It slows your progress, and master comes from repetition, not variety. When you find a strategy that makes sense to you, stick to it and give it time. It's not going to work right away. Not going to work in the first couple months. Probably not even going to work in the first year. But again, within that first year, you're probably going to start hitting trades, right? You're going to see that it has the potential to play out. But that's when you start versing your brain. If you can find an edge in the market, stick with that, master that one strategy. All you need to do is find your edge, and then you need to master yourself. You're going to lose trades. There's no 100% win rate strategy. There's no indicator that's going to be a 100% win rate strategy. The markets are going to do whatever the hell they want at the end of the day. Find your strategy, stick to your system, master that strategy, and try to become the best version of yourself with that strategy. And once you figure that out and you're confident in your strategy, then it's you versus you, man. Risk management, psychology, emotions, FOMO, all that shit. It's time to dive in, but again, stick to your strategy. What makes sense to you works for you. There is a million different strategies. There's so many different strategies that work in the trading world. I don't care who you are or what you say. There are so many different strategies that work for other people, but that works best for them. You can be a profitable trader with a 30% win rate strategy if you have a system that works for you. I've watched that Tom Hugart guy, whatever the hell his name is, and again, he explains how his friend was literally like, I think a 30% win rate, and he was still profitable. But again, he would take more losses than his wins, but his wins were way bigger than his losses, and it was profitable. But if somebody else did that, they'd probably stress the fuck out every time they lose and blow their accounts because again, they're losing trades. So again, stick to a strategy that works best for you. Once you find your edge, master that edge, you're gonna have losing days, you're gonna have losing weeks, you're gonna have losing months. That's part of trading. But can you stick to your system over a long period of time and trust your data, trust your system, trust your long-term goal, and keep sticking to that every single day. Next slide. Join a community. How long is this video? All right, we're at 37 minutes. All right, this is a good one anyway because we're like kind of mixing the last 3 videos in. Okay, join a community. Join a free community, right? Or a paid Discord from the trader you learn best from. Okay, mine's currently free. If you want to come join it, join the MastroFutures. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. If you want to, you can come train live with this. But again, the person you like watching, join their community, ask them questions, see how they trade, examine how they trade live every day, watch their videos, observe their routine, their preparation, their mindset, all this shit. Don't copy and learn the reasoning behind, like literally, listen. Don't copy mean like, don't just take signals. If you're going to take signals off of people, don't even trade. Like you're taking the easy way out, and that's just the stupidest thing ever because you're going to start pointing fingers and blaming other people because they lose a trade and you put your whole account at risk, right? It's the stupidest shit. Don't copy people. Learn the reasoning behind their decisions. Learn from them. Develop your own system. Develop your own strategy. Again, it could be the same strategy, same confluences and stuff like that, but determine what entries work best for you based off your mental. What risk management works best for you? Are you going to take this trade if he's taking the trade, or are you taking the trade because again, you see it, right? And I try and tell that to my people all the time that are in Discord. Don't take a trade just because I'm taking a trade. I don't know everything. I want you to see what is presenting itself in the market and take that trade trade by yourself with your own confidence, with your own system, with your own risk management. And how do you do that? You determine the way you are going to start the trade by just watching me. Observe the way I'm doing it. Observe from how I react when I take a loss. Observe how I don't take another trade if I lose too much in a day. Observe how if I take another trade, I go half my position size and try and just minimize my loss on the day. Observe that stuff. How do I react when I win? How do I take partials? What am I targeting? Why am I taking this trade? And all you have to do is ask a question and say, why did you take this? What did you see? Observe that shit. So again, you can read this little paragraph in the corner that I wrote. Being around other traders keeps you motivated, accountable, and locked into the process. When you're in a place where people actually want to learn and grow, it pushes you to level up too. You'll see different perspectives, learn from others' mistakes, and stay inspired on the days when trading feels tough. A solid community truly speeds up your development more than studying alone ever will. Find a community that you think is good, people you connect with, and just people you think that will motivate you and just help you continue growing over the time, especially when times are tough. Let's go. Another slide. There's a couple more and we'll be done. I promise. But this is worth it. Just stick and watch, okay? I'm going to edit this video too, so it's... Yeah. Okay. Be patient and focus on the skill, not the money. You're not going to understand this right away, especially the people who are just getting into trading for money. A couple years from now, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, try and put this in your brain and remember I told you this, because again, it's going to help you in the future. Just putting that out there. It's just something that I've recently developed over the last year, and it's just literally helped my trading go from here to like fucking there. So again, be patient and focus on skill, not money. Most people are so focused on money. You need to size up and do this and do that. Shut up. Let's focus on consistency first, okay? The money will come once you have more capital, all right? Your goal is not to make money. Your first goal is to learn the skill of trading, and improvement comes from journaling, reviewing trades, identifying mistakes, and getting 1% better each day. Patience is holy shit. I don't know. Patience isn't optional. It's required. That's my dyslexia kicking in if you didn't notice. Sometimes I can't read and I turn into a little... All right. In the beginning, your focus should never be on making money. It should be on learning the actual skill of trading. The only way you grow is by journaling your trades, reviewing what you did right and wrong, and fixing your mistakes one by one. Getting just 1% better every day adds up fast, but it takes real patience. You can't rush this process. Mastering the skill first, and the money naturally flows. Okay, this is the one thing I preach to people all the time, because I also have people saying I need to size up and stuff like this on literally an account with $2,500 drawdown, and they're telling you to risk like $800 to make like fucking $1,600, which is stupid. Again, if you want to rush the process, go ahead. But when you have 20 accounts built up after being patient over a long time, dude, I'm going to focus on slow and steady growth and looking at my data that shows is performing best for me. My data is showing what I risk and everything. It's slowly compounding my accounts over time. And if I keep doing that over time, it's just going to keep compounding. The numbers are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because of what? Because I have more fucking capital. Does that make sense? And you know what the big important part is also? Guess what performs well when I risk like this and take losses and don't get emotional and overtrade and everything like this? What gets better? This guy, my brain, right? And that's the most important thing. I'm comfortable taking losses. I'm comfortable taking 2 losses in a day based off my risk management. I'm comfortable walking away after 1 win. I'm comfortable of not taking a trade that one day. I'm comfortable with sticking to my system and focusing on my long-term growth because my data is showing me I'm literally growing like this. Look, it's like a nice steep hill, right? You're just growing at a certain pace, just slowly going up instead of fucking going up all the way down or just going... Literally, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down completely. Like, it's like fucking just slow. There's the slow growth, man. And then over time, it's going to snowball effect. You're going to start making more and more money because you have more capital and more risk on the table. And it's just going to be like you're risking the same thing. And you perform better because you're taking the slow and steady approach. And you can see that your data is proving to you that this is working. So why not stick with that? Instead of freaking biting your nails every single trade you take, you're scared of blowing your accounts. Even if you do get a payout because you rush the process. And I've dealt with this before with someone I used to trade with, and I literally cut them off completely. Like, it's like focusing on the slow and steady growth is the right thing, but you'll have people who rush the process, and just because they get a payout and everything like this, they think that they're a god, right? Anybody can get a payout. Anybody can pass an eval account. I'll say it a million times. But can you consistently stick to your rules over a long period of time? Can you do that? And how do you practice that? It's by slowly building and doing that. I haven't broken my rules once in the past 6 months. Not once. And what has that shown? It's shown slow growth. I haven't broken it once. I haven't overtraded. I haven't Nothing. As soon as I come to a point where I need to stop trading, I need to like get away, I shut my computer off, I'm done. But again, over time, I built up that patience. Like, all right, today wasn't my day. I did everything correct. I followed my rules. I followed my system. More opportunities are going to come down the road. I know another day's coming. The market ain't going anywhere. So why not stick to the slow growth? That's just my mindset. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is the last slide. I'm losing my voice here for you people. Trading, journey, timeline. I didn't put like years or months or this or that. I just put phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Okay, I think this is the best way to put this. Phase 1. Which most of you are probably in. The starting stage. This is where you decide if trading is something you truly want to commit to. You set aside 2 to 3 hours a day to study, learn the basics, watch educational videos, take notes, and practice on TradingView. You're building discipline, understanding how markets move, and figuring out whether this path is worth dedicating a full year or your life to. Everything feels new, confusing, and overwhelming, and that's normal. This is phase 1. This is when you're starting off. You're learning how to place trades, learning stop, all that stuff. Again, basically everything I'm showing you in this video or in this series, be patient. Okay? Be patient, learn, grow, stop focusing on the money right now. You're not going to make money yet. Just fucking learn how to trade, learn what trading's about, learn TradingView, learn FX Replay, learn how to place trades, learn what a broker is, learn what a prop firm is. Just start learning, okay? Get your notebook, get that pen, start writing, start filling up that book. Phase 2, the develop system phase. Here you start locking in the tools and structure you need. Clean charts, demo trading, journaling, joining communities, and following one mentor strategy. You build routines, create checklists, track your trades, and slowly start piecing together a repeatable process. The goal isn't to make money, it's to understand your strategy, refine your execution, and just get 1% better each day. This is where consistency starts forming, even if your results don't show yet. Okay, this is an important stage. This is when you start understanding trading. You start understanding a strategy. You start understanding what you're looking for in the markets. You're starting to understand overall the system of trading. You're watching price action for the past year, and you're seeing the patterns. You're starting to understand that trading is actually possible. You can actually make money. And then you start to see some trades are hitting, some trades are losing. You're at like your break even sometimes. Some trades are like play out perfectly. Then some trades it doesn't play out because that's part of trading. And it's just like, again, you start to mentally try and figure out yourself at this stage, I feel like, and this is when you start to come into phase 3, and buckle up, people, because you're probably going to go through it. I'm sorry. Maybe you don't. I hope you don't. But again, anything hard in life, I feel like you're going to go through this stage. And it's phase 3, the I want to quit phase. Almost everyone hits this stage. You'll feel stuck, emotional, frustrated, and questioning if trading is even possible for you. You'll take losses, doubt your system, and wonder why it's taking so long. This phase is where most people quit, but the few who push through it and end up becoming real traders, this is where your patience, routine, and discipline matter most. Keep studying, keep reviewing, keep journaling. This is the phase that builds the trader. This is the most painful, but the most important stage where you're gonna become the next person you dream of being. I have videos on my phone, I have screenshots on my phone, I have times where I was really upset. Like, guys, this is where you learn the most from your biggest mistakes, and this is where you learn how to master yourself. Okay, and it takes time. Everybody's gonna be here. I know you can get through it. You can push through it. But again, times are gonna get hard. When times do get hard, just remember this video. Remember what I'm telling you. Push through it, and I'm telling you, it is worth it at the end of the day. In the time, it is not gonna feel like it. It's gonna feel like you're in the middle of hell, and it's not possible. Everybody was right that was doubting you and everything like that. Just trust me, dude. If you can push through this phase and you actually want trading, push through it. Keep learning, keep studying, keep showing up every fucking day. You don't even have to trade live funds. Take a little break for a little bit and just demo trade. I've done that many times. Or reactivate an account, or just even take a break. Don't even reactivate an account. Take a month or 2 off or something like that. But use demo and just show up every day. Keep showing up, even when you don't want to be there. All right? And then phase 4, and this is the phase I personally think I am at right now, the breakthrough phase. This is when things finally start to make sense. Your strategy feels natural. You understand market behavior, and your results slowly become more consistent. You still make mistakes, but now you recognize them instantly and fix them faster. This is where the real game begins, because from here it's on you. Your discipline, your routine, your mindset, and the consistency will determine how far you go. The foundation is built. Now it's time to level up. Remember that last part. Phase 1 through 3, you're building your foundation of effort, pain, doubt, just struggle, sleepless nights. Like phase 1 through 3 sucks, and I'll admit it, sucks. But phase 4, when it starts to become all worth it, and you start to realize that it's on you at the end of the day. And the only thing stopping you is what I was saying before, is patience, consistency, not focusing on the money, showing up every day, being disciplined, following your system, following your rules, and just focusing on the slow growth of just becoming a better trader, and the money will start to flow. Just please trust me on that. I really think that's great advice. Phase 1 through 4, I just wanted to put this out based off of my journey. This is based off of my journey, okay? Everybody's journey is going to be different. I feel like this is good, valuable information. But again, there's going to be hard times. But I think personally, because I love trading so much, it is worth it at the end of the day. And if you truly want to become a trader, fucking chase that dream. Like, seriously, chase it and do whatever you have to do to become that person, and just freaking grind your ass off until you actually start seeing that it's possible. And once that you could see it's possible, there is no stopping you. Once you actually see, that's why I don't listen to anybody anymore. If people don't believe in trading, they either A, don't even know what the fuck they're doing, or B, they tried trading and it didn't work and they quit at phase 2 or phase 3. That's it. Once you start seeing the potential of trading, I think there's no going back, personally. That's just me though. Next slide and final slide, because again, this is a longer video and this is going to take a shit ton of time to edit, okay? All right. Final message. Read this before you start. Trading isn't easy. It's one of the hardest skills you'll ever learn. It's going to take a long time before you truly understand the market and start making consistent money, okay? It's going to take a lot of time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with that. You will lose money in the beginning, and that's completely normal. Stop listening to the people who just say you're just gonna lose money the whole time. Again, you're gonna lose money for the beginning part. That's how you learn. That's trading. That's how you learn, okay? So stop listening to people. Most of your progress comes from your patience, discipline, and showing up every single day. If you don't quit, you will get better, and that's what separates real traders from everyone else. At the end of the day, guys and girls, if you are watching this video, if you're dedicated to learning how to trade, and it is your dream to become a trader, and you truly love trading, even if you're a year into this and you're still watching this video, just don't quit. Dedicate everything you have to it. Trust yourself. And I personally think trading is the best job in the world. That is my opinion. We all have different goals and stuff in life, but again, I think if you don't quit in anything you try and do in life, and you keep just pushing forward and just walking through the storm and just believe in yourself and put in the time and put in the effort, you can do anything you want in life, including trading. Most people in this world nowadays, they don't want to work hard. And again, they want to put other people down also, because they couldn't accomplish their own goal because they gave up, and they also just will push it on other people, saying, since I couldn't do it, that person can't do it. They're not going to work as hard as I did. Put your head down, work hard. I believe any of you watching this video can become a profitable trader. Again, I'm still growing every single day, and I'm going to prove that over time. A lot of people doubt me. A lot of people don't believe in me. Only like 2 people believe in me right now. Once you start showing consistency, dude, everybody starts to change, man. But again, they won't focus on giving you that motivation when you're struggling and losing money. So again, put your feet in the dirt and start walking. It's going to be hard, and I truly think anybody could do this. But if you really want to become a trader, fucking chase that dream, and don't stop. That's all I got to recommend. Don't stop, be tough, and don't break. Don't give up. Believe in yourself, believe in your goals, believe in your dreams. Let people think you're crazy. And one final message, fuck everybody that doesn't believe in you. Give them one of these, give them one of those, and fucking chase your dream. But again, be respectful at the end of the day. We can have fun with this shit, but yeah, fuck them. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm done. This was a long video, okay? There's a lot of good information, people. Chase your dreams. Don't listen to the haters on what you're doing, and you will be successful one day if you believe in yourself, no matter what. Just put in the fucking time, put in the effort, and don't stop. Don't quit, and keep pushing to the day you die. Peace out.